Hey guys, it's Alon. In today's Minecraft creator video, I'm going to be showing you guys everything I worked on in the past month, in the month of October, in this map. So let's start right away with the negative edge farlands. So right away you will see part of the edge farlands that I built load up, and also the ocean right before it. Now, obviously I still have not built as much of the edge farlands on the negative side as much as the positive one. But I did build a little bit further out too. Now let's head in the negative Z direction. There. I've also worked. As you guys can see, I've also worked on it in this direction. I actually ended up finding a ruined nether portal in the area of the farlands, so I started building some of the farlands right around and tried to integrate it in into the edge farlands, just like I did with the other ruined nether portal that I found in the edge farlands area. There we go. I also recently, in the last week or so, built two of the other quadrants corner farlands. 920. Actually, it's 150, negative 25, 920. So, let's head to the northeastern corner farlands. Note that I still haven't really built the corner farlands right before the farland here yet. I will do that soon. And this is the quadrant that will eventually go into the corner farlands ocean. We travel in this direction. What? Let me just start all this through here. Yeah. Let's even out the initiation. There. And now let's head to the southwestern corner of farlands. You'll see it's a bit of a low-lying flat land, just like you typically expect the corner farlands to look like. I will build a dark forest biome over there, though I just haven't added the trees yet. And yes, I actually am adding a river over here as well. And by comparison, I also built the area for, that was just something I watched. I think you know that I reached one right now, but yeah. Now, just for comparison, here's the area I built at the real position of negative 1 trillion on the x-axis and 1.04 billion on the z-axis. I really just copied the material that I built before, the positive x direction of this coordinate. Now let's head. It's turning night here, actually. So now let's head over to. But now let's head over to 250. Let's actually head back into the normal world for a little bit. Show you guys another build that I worked on earlier this month. So, you guys may have noticed that there is this near perfect recreation of the spawn on my 1.2.5 long limit mod world. In the northern area in the mainland here. So let's use times set day here, because it'll be easier for you guys to see it in daytime. I actually recreated the seed because it was actually one of the first worlds that I ever played on in this game. Over 10.5 years ago. Seed once again was 2018783917624922169, and it was in the 1.2 versions. So I've already shown this build before, but we'll revisit it again. And because I worked on this area a little bit a few weeks ago. So as you know, guys probably already know, I built this ruined nether portal on top of the floating island. Because I built my first ever nether portal on top of the floating island on that world. I of course made it ruined to give a feeling of it's been a really long time. And that's kind of the same thing I did with this house over here, because I actually had a little house near on the hillside on that world. Notice how I made it appear abandoned. I also added in this, extended out into this river, like in the actual, which runs through the Extreme Hills biome in the actual seed. Apparently ends in a lake, just like over there. Yeah. So now let's head over to another. Now let's see what else have I worked on in recent times. So now let's just head over to the corner farmlands in the both positive quadrant in the southeast. So we head in here. You'll see that I have actually extended this corner farmlands further in this direction. I'm not sure. I probably left that there by accident. Yeah. I actually extended once again, I extended the corner farmlands, not the corner farmlands, it's not just regular corner farmlands, in the Z direction mainly. I am working on building the entire corner farmlands out to 12,550,200 in all 4 quadrants. And also note how I added more life to the darker areas of the corner farmlands. I actually just built this glowing oak tree using the verdant frog lights. And I've actually shown these glowberry trees before. I actually plan to build these in forest biome caves in the regular world too. I also added these glowberry trees these glow fruit trees, from the regular dark forest biomes to the lower layers of the corner farmlands in the dark forest biome as well. And this area is lit up actually because I was working on changing the top of this layer right here. And if we go down here, if we dip down below here, get our night vision potion on for a little bit, you will see that I have added more detail to the diagonal line here. So basically in the corner farmlands, and you find many diagonal patterns in the layers. And these are actually caused by some calculations involving the fraction value that I'm not really sure exactly. But it actually seems to be more of a continuous phenomenon, even though the 1 block steps in height make it appear discrete. So the partially reflect that I added in the stone slabs to the ceilings of layers, so we can get it to 1/2 block steps and not just 1 block. And I also use stone stairs to add more detail to the diagonal line, the full block level. Now let's head to the corner part of the lines in the southeast. You guys will see that I've changed the z-axis, this edge farther land slightly. Also worked on the x-axis one, but not as much. So let's dip down below here. Let's dip down below here. I might eventually change the height of this diagonal line as well. This diagonal wall as well. But now let's head to 28,200,000, really 1 trillion on the x-axis, 150 on the y-axis, and really 1,004,065,920 in the x-axis, on the z-axis. So as we'll see, I changed this more to better reflect the plateaus and basins in the nature of this quadrant. I didn't really put any major diagonal lines in the southeast corner farland. For whatever reason. Yeah. Now let's head to the same coordinate on the z-axis. That's really 1,004,065,000. Actually 812 actually, and that's 15 and 28,200,000 on the z-axis. Or again, really 1 trillion on the z-axis. So you will see that we're in a jungle biome here. And that wall over there is actually part of the height variation or erosion farlands that I built at the 7.662 billion area, 28,001,002,000 or so map. Again, it's really at 7.662 billion or so on both axes. And if we dip down to the bottom here, you actually see this artifact of the continentalist farmlands that I built, starting at around 28,180,000 or so on the map, which is really 458 billion or so blocks out. So now, let's also head over to, so let's head back to the beginning of the corner. Let's head back to the beginning here. Corner part. Let's head back to the beginning of the corner part islands here. So I actually plan on changing the diagonal lines in this the basins area slightly. Because I actually noticed the diagonal lines tend to be denser around the perfect diagonal of x equals z. So I also made a lot more progress on the top corner bar lines. Not as much, apparently. So now this video is kind of dragging on here. So let's head back to spawn and do the outro to this video. So yeah, guys. That's about all I got for today. Oh wait. That's about all I got for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed. and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell, and click on all for all notifications. And see you guys next time.